WDAS FM Shannon, and let the music play. Number 2 up from number 5 last week on our Sounds of Philadelphia Top 20 Countdown. At 17 minutes after 2 o'clock, we take a listen to the big one, numero uno, from 2 of the successful powerhouses in the music industry. Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson, Linda McCartney, and Say, number 1. WDAS FM, Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson and Say. This week, finding itself in the number 1 position for the first time. Last week, it was number 3. And Michael Jackson, from what I understand, is coming to Philadelphia sometime in the spring. And, of course, when we get more information, we will pass it on to you. Well, join us next week for the Sounds of Philadelphia Top 20 Countdown, and we'll see if Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson maintain their reigning position in the number 1 slot here at WDAS FM.
What's new at Ponderosa?
I'm Jerry.
WDAS FM. WDAS FM, Philadelphia, where you'll hear happening now on WDAS FM.
Waiting for you, my baby.
34 degrees now in Philadelphia. Good afternoon. He's Stephen Collins in with WDAS FM News. Philadelphia City Council this afternoon voted to override Mayor Bill Green on 7 different bills the outgoing mayor was against. One of the bills would transfer some $3 million from the Streets Department to pay for the hiring of additional police officers. A new class of officers, according to Councilman John White Jr., would conform with the recent court decree requiring a greater percentage of minority officers. White cloudiness, colder today, and tonight clearing very cold. Lows around 10 to 15, sunny on Friday, very cold. Highs about 25 in Philadelphia now. 38 degrees outside. East Stephen Collins reporting. Music continues on the FM band. Here is Doug Henderson.
WDAS FM, Philadelphia.
Every breath you take, every move you make, private eyes are watching you. The Police from the album Synchronicity at DAS FM. Out of the news with this time from the Whispers as we continue our 83 year-end wrap-up for you. Chronometer reads 5 minutes now past the 5 o'clock hour. Good evening, it's Doug Henderson, the rock, shock, and rhythm section of the FM band, kicking it all the way live until 6 o'clock this evening. 6 o'clock, it's the magic of Mimi. Tomorrow morning at 2, listen out for AJ. Passe Dolce, Musical Youth at 105.3, and when I've just seen the biggest check you could imagine.
Which check was that?
And it's filled out in the amount of $10,105.03 check. Not cash, but check from Coca-Cola. And somebody's going to win that on Sunday, Alumni Day, on Butter's program.
Really? Not bad.
Not bad at all, I'd say. What a way to start the year, huh?
Did you get your card in?
Unfortunately.
WDAS FM, Philadelphia, where you'll hear all happening now on WDAS FM.
Going through all the great hits of 1983 right here at 105.3 WDAS FM in the Philly.
How long you gonna carry on? It's one too late. In the way.
WDAS. Magic of meaning.
Going through some of the great hits of 1983 with the Mike decides to stay on tonight. Michael Cimbello on the FM band and Maniac.
This Thursday, December 29th.
28 degrees outside in the park, partial clearing overnight. Lows will be in the teens, partly sunny and cold tomorrow. Highs tomorrow around 20. Clear and very cold Friday night. Lows tomorrow night between 10 and 15 degrees. And sunny on Saturday. Highs Saturday around 30. Presently, once again, 28. Me with you until 10. WDAS FM as we go through the hits of 1983.
FM Band with Doug Henderson. You stretch out a newscast just like E, too.
Let me say the same.
Good or bad, happy or sad.
WDAS FM, Philadelphia.
Evelyn Champagne King and Shakedown at DAS FM. Coming up now in 5 minutes past the 2 o'clock hour. Once again, it's Doug Henderson with you until 5 o'clock. Also, we heard Let's Stay Together from Tina Turner. 2:30 this afternoon, come out and see the WDAS Coca-Cola All-Stars in basketball action against the Furness High School. That game takes place at 3rd and Mifflin. And game time once again, 2:30 this afternoon. Step on by.
Doug Henderson, the rhythm section of the FM band.
I'll sacrifice and pay the ultimate price, all because I wanted your love. Luther Vandross out of Busybody at DAS FM. Sweet Dreams from the Eurythmics in front of that. Also, we heard from Starpoint, It's All Yours. Shakedown, Evelyn Champagne King. And way back there, Tina Turner with Let's Stay Together. Doug Henderson with you. I've got Wednesday's music until 5. Dennis Edwards up next by request when I come right back.
The fun, all the shows A to Z.
Don't let your love grow cold this afternoon. Music in conjunction with Confunction and the FM band. Dennis Edwards, Don't Look Any Further by request at 105.3. 33 now past the 2 o'clock hour. It's Doug Henderson, the rock, shock, and rhythm section of the FM band. Kicking it all the way live until 5 o'clock this evening.
FM, Philadelphia, where you'll hear. I said, watch the closing doors.
When are you coming back to me? I know you miss me, blood.
All happening now on WDAS FM.
Think of it. Hi, Perry Johnson here downtown at Carl's. Carl's has a tremendous selection of Easter clothes for kids, but most people know that. Carl's has the widest, greatest selection of designer names like Pierre Cardin, Ole Cassini, Yves Saint Laurent, and John White's. But most people know that. Carl's has dresses, shirts, ties, belts, suits, and big brim hats, but most people know that. Carl's has a shoe department with brand names like Little Miss